a crisp morning. A bit chilly out here, guys, being as it's already mid-September. It's middle of September out here. No wonder it's a bit chilly. So, being as, do you know what that means? I said, it's a bit chilly out here this morning, being as it's already September. Right? In September, here in Canada, things like the weather, it starts getting a bit chilly. It's cold. I mean, it's sunny. You can see the nice sun out there, but it's a bit chilly. Maybe about 10 degrees, maybe less, 8 or 9 degrees. I'll try to walk fast so I can get my blood pumping a bit. All right, so being as, that's another way to say since. Okay, so I could say it's a bit chilly this morning since it's September, or I could say it's a bit chilly this morning because it's September, or I could say it's a bit chilly this morning being as it's already September. Guys, look at that nice blue sky. Isn't that amazing? Nice blue truck and a blue sky. That is awesome. So guys, what are some examples that you can make in a sentence? Anytime you use since, you could replace it with being as, okay? So you could start I could start the sentence this way too. I could say, being as it's September, it's pretty chilly already. Okay, being as, look at this big, look at that sunflower, okay? Being as the summer's over, the sunflower is kind of wilting. Look at that, it's kind of wilting. If you wilt, that means you're kind of like, you lose your energy, you lose your, you know, your life, just wilting. Are you wilting today? If you're really tired and you worked really hard and you're, I don't know, maybe you're a bit depressed, you can say, I'm wilting. I'm wilting. Okay, so that sunflower was wilting. So being as it's end of summer, that sunflower was wilting. Okay, so I could say, I could start the sentence with being as, or I can put it in the middle. Since, no, you could say it's, I can't make this. I'm trying to think about the sunflower. What was the sentence I made with the sunflower? The sunflower is wilting, being as it's already end of summer, right? So you can say it both ways. So make a sentence down in the comments. You know, you can use it anywhere. It's a very easy to use. I like teaching you guys easy things, right? So, we could say Novak Djokovic won his 24th Grand Slam, being as he's the best. He's clearly the best tennis player of all time. And not only that, I would say he's one of the best athletes of all time. Like, it'll go down in history that, you know, if something goes down in history, that means it will become known, you know, that's something that, you know, history, right? So if it goes down in history, it means it's written down, it's in history, right? You can't change it. So he will go down in history. I'm talking about Novak Djokovic. He will go down in history as one of the greatest athletes of all time. Do you agree? That guy's just insane. I can't believe it. 24 Grand Slams. Man, what an achievement. So you could say, you know, being as he's the best, he will, you know, clearly win. He'll probably win a few more. You could say a sentence like that. Being as he's the best, he'll probably win a few more Grand Slams yet. Right, next one is the Australian Open in January, and that's his most successful event. He's won more Australian Opens than any other ones that he's won. So you could say, being as the Australian Open is his you know, most successful slam, and being that he's #1 in the world, the #1 ranked player in the world now, he will likely win the Australian Open. Okay, so let me say that sentence again. Being as the Australian Open is his best tournament, and being that he is #1, he'll probably win the Australian Open too, to make it 25, a quarter of a century. A century is 100, a quarter century wins. What a guy. That is crazy. So guys, what other sentences can we make with being as? You know, being as fall is coming, I think these leaves will fall very soon. Right, fall is another name for autumn. Fall starts on September 21st. So you can see these leaves are still green here. But being as fall is almost here, these leaves won't last much longer. They will turn. You can even see a few of these leaves are starting to turn already. There's a few yellow leaves already. And what always happens here in Canada in the fall is it's just a really quick transition. Like, it seems like summer now. It's very possible that in one day everything can change. If we get like a storm, or we get some bad weather, or something happens, suddenly everything changes in like a week. I don't know. Keep watching my videos over the next few days and you will see the transition. I mean, maybe it'll be slower this year, I don't know, but usually it's fast. Very fast transition. Like, literally one day everything's green, and then like 2 or 3 days later, no leaves left on the trees. Everything's dead. Grass is dead. Like, you can see the grass is still green there, right? It's kind of nice to see green. I love green. Green is one of my favorite colors because it's like, it signifies life, growth, spring. I love spring. And actually I do love fall as a season as well. The reason I don't like fall is because of what it represents. It represents that winter is coming. If it weren't for that, like, let's say after fall came spring, then fall would maybe be one of my favorite. I think it might be my favorite season. I like the feeling of fall. It's kind of nice. Like, that tree's already lost most of its leaves here. A few red leaves left. I really like the feeling of fall. So if fall could be followed by summer or spring, great, I would have no problem with fall. But the reason fall is kind of always a bit depressing for me is because I know that it's going to get darker and darker, and it's going to get colder and colder until it's like brutally cold, the dead of winter. And then, you know, everybody's depressed in the winter here. So, you know, that's why I don't like fall, because I know what's coming. But I actually like the feeling of fall. Like days like this is just beautiful, right? Like it's a bit chilly. The mornings are a little bit, just got that feeling in the air. It's just a bit colder than usual. It's but what a beautiful day, guys. This is amazing. Look how calm it is. You can't even see any ripples on the water from the wind. There's a very little wind. The leaves aren't moving around. It's calm. This nice wispy clouds in the sky. The clouds are kind of just like that. You can call them wispy, wispy clouds. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning. So thank you guys for joining me this morning. So being as, what example can you make with being as? Make an example starting with, like, make a comment down there starting with the word being as, and then change the sentence around to make it in the middle, right? So you know, I'll make another example here. Being as the iPhone 15 is out, maybe I should go buy it. Huh? Maybe I should go buy the new iPhone. Being as, or now that you could say, how could I make it with being as in the middle? My brain, guys, it's in the morning. My brain isn't functioning 100%. I need a cup of tea. I need to go to Tim Hortons and get a cup of tea, guys, to make my brain start working a bit better. Does your brain need a little bit of time in the morning to warm up? I need to warm up my brain, guys. But anyway, that's one sentence. Being as the iPhone is out, maybe I should go spend some money on my credit card, buy the new iPhone. So what other example could we make, guys? The new iPhone is out, being as it's September now, right? iPhones always get announced in September, usually around September 12th to maybe 15th, in that range. You could say the new iPhone is out, being that it's September. It's when they always come. Or you could say, being as it's September, the new iPhone is out. Okay, so it's just another way to say since, and you never have to use this in your speech. You don't have to. You could say since or because. Those are more common, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention so that when you hear it, you know what it means. Okay, so they're very, you know, normal people, when they learn a language, they kind of have a bunch of words that they use. They know how to use them, and they just use those all the time. They don't try to stretch their vocabulary. You know, I'm the same way. I use the same words all the time. I rarely use different words, different ways to say something. Like, personally, I don't use this word being as. I don't think I ever use it. I would just say since. The new iPhones are out because since it's September, or because it's September now, right? So I would use one of those words, probably more, but I know people who use being as a lot, right? So, you know, it's totally your choice. You can use whatever words you want to use, right? That's kind of the nice thing about a language, is because it's yours. You can make it personal to you, right? You can say whatever you want, however you want, whenever you want. And that's kind of the nice thing about this world. We have freedom, right? We have freedom to just to do what we want to do, to say what we want to do. Say, you know, here in Canada we're supposed to have freedom of speech. Losing that every day with our government, but you know, we're supposed to have freedom of speech where you can say what you want to say, you can say what you think, right? Anyway, guys, I'm just out here in the middle of nature. Nobody's gonna arrest me for saying being as. So being as I'm a Canadian, I'm supposed to have free speech. Hopefully we can keep the free speech days alive, guys. Anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to teach you today. So let me know your comments, your homework down in the comments. Try to make a sentence. Try to stretch. It's good to stretch some, you know, stretch your mind. Stretch your use of language. I should do that more. I don't know. I should learn more words. Sometimes a person's just too busy to keep learning stuff and whatever. You get into your comfort zone and you don't want to put in the hard mental work of like downloading one of these vocabulary apps or something to improve your vocabulary, and you just want to relax on the couch, watch a movie or do something fun, right? Anyway, guys, it's good to expand your mind a bit, so hopefully this lesson taught you something new. Try to use it once or twice in a real situation, and it'll help this word kind of stick in your mind. Being as. All right, guys, so being as my brain is kind of sleeping, I need to go get a cup of tea. So I'm gonna go walk to the restaurant or coffee shop, get a cup of tea. So guys, as always, I love you so much. Hope you're doing great, staying safe and happy and healthy. And as always, I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.